everybody. Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, and president of the Honest Con Foundation. I got some questions for y'all, but this is only for my single folks, only for my grown folks, and only for people who can be honest about what they know attracts them in relationships, okay? Now, relationships, when I say relationships, I'm not only talking about monogamous, I'm not only talking about, just one type of relationship, okay? I am talking about romantic relationships, and I only personally can speak from the perspective of a heterosexual man who loves women, all right? So just make it very clear where I'm coming from with what I'm talking about. So I've often heard the statement, ladies love to say it doesn't matter so much how a man looks as how he treats her, which I respect because, I don't want to be disrespected or mistreated by a woman in my life, and I don't care how gorgeous you are. If you treat me bad, I'm out, baby, Or it ain't even gonna start. It ain't gonna even start because I'm gonna feel that energy early and be like, I'm not about to lock myself down with some nutball, right? Right. But I will say, when you find somebody that okay, I can get along, I can deal with this, and I like this person's energy, but they're also different levels to beauty. And we all have our types. I always say, I don't have no one type, I got types. So because of that, right, even when I look at my types and be honest with myself, and my types range, all ethnicities, from petite to curvy, I always say. You can't be overweight, baby, but you can have a little chunk, that's okay, I'll squeeze the Charmin. But I really, I'm not stuck on that. I definitely like my petite women. Matter of fact, petite tend to win. And definitely short and sweet is always the way. I don't care what else is going on. Short and sweet. Up to about 5'7" keeps me coming back from up. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, it's really a situation of, you look at a woman, you say, man, she is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, she is very beautiful. Oh, man, that's a pretty woman. All right, cutie. She's cute. All right, I see you. Ain't too bad on the eyes. By the time you get down to ain't too bad on the eyes, you're not the gorgeous in my book. And I might not be in yours. That's okay. But in being honest, when people talk about monogamy and the strength of monogamy, I'm not saying, everybody always say, yeah, but beauty's gonna fade. Yes, absolutely it does. But nobody wants to start with a vehicle that's already not going to look enough like what you want to look at for the rest of your days. So if you're thinking monogamy, I'm just being honest for why I think more and more polygamy and styles of polyamory and things are winning. Because people are not going to just simply settle and tolerate all the ups and downs of life that are going to happen. You're going to see that person if you with them. You're going to see them when they're sick. You're going to see them when they're grumpy. You're going to see them in the morning. You're going to smell their morning breath. You're going to smell their farts. You're going to go in the bathroom after they blow it up. All that stuff, man. That's real life right there. That's the stuff that don't go on the Instagram post and make it look sweet and cute and wonderful, like everything's so perfect, right? So when you think about all those things, and then you think about the times when it gets tough, you're going to have your disagreements. You weren't born with their brain. They weren't born with yours. You're going to have differences of opinion on things. You're going to have all that. So if you're at least enough on the same page, spiritually, economically, politically, and sensually, you got more of a chance. And that's a damn fact. Now, in any one of those categories, though, you're gonna have some percentage values. And if the rate is so low on certain things that mean a lot to you, whichever those things are, I'm not religious. A lady could be super religious. If we date, she might dig me for many other things that I offer, and I dig her for many other things she offers. But that ain't gonna last more than likely if she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy this out, I'm gonna wait it out. Eventually, he gonna love me enough to go to church with me. Baby, I'll never be that dude if that's what you got to have to keep this flowing. Or if I'm like, look, I really love going outdoors all the time, and I like fishing and hiking, and she tell you straight up, I ain't never got to step foot in the woods with you, and I might do it just to flatter you every now and then, but that's not gonna be me. I could live with that. There's some other guy to be like, nah, I need her out there with me. Okay, I understand. That's your thing. And it is a turn on for me to look over and see. I've had ladies who, it wasn't their thing, but she'll sit there looking cute, reading a book while I'm fishing. Oh, that's the sexiest shit. Love that. Everybody ain't gonna do that though. And I'm okay with that too. But every percentage rate gets higher or lower based on what really, honestly, means the most to you as far as the true glue that keeps it going. And don't hit me with the, yeah, but what if you get sick and who? No one meets anybody like, hey baby, how you doing? You're gorgeous. And you know what? I think I'm gonna enjoy looking at you when I'm on my deathbed. Nobody says that. Nobody's doing that life. So could y'all please miss me with that? Could y'all stop bringing up the worst parts of life that I know are possible and saying that that's the reason to endure all kind of craziness with a person that doesn't even attract you? Really, really? If you're going to be monogamous, this is my theory, this is the debate. Y'all can hit the comments respectfully, because that's the only thing that will be acknowledged. Do you think that one of the key secrets, I didn't say all, I said one of the key secrets to maintaining true monogamy is to start with somebody who's literally one of the most beautiful humans you ever could wish to meet and be with? Like, you know how it feels, fellas. You're like, man, that woman there, now, where you think them lines came from? I drink her dirty bath water. That's said with real oomph, because it's literally saying, you're just so fine. While I'm looking at you, I'm drinking it. I ain't thinking about what I'm just, that came from her. I watched her get out the tub and I'm not saying I would do this. But I get the psychology of the old school phrase. I get it. And if you can't feel that way about whoever you end up with, I promise you, the minute they get on your nerves beyond your percentage levels of tolerance, you gonna have some issues. This is guaranteed. What y'all think? Hit the comments. It's just a thought. Indulge. Relationship goals in the art life. Peace.